LD Wyze, I don't know how you get convinced by Lamar that Joy is somehow incorrect about the clones, but she's absolutely correct about Lamar and the clones. The fact of the matter is, LD, is we can actually use Lamar's logic when it comes to this issue. Lamar screamed at his chat room over promoting Patreon his YouTube Patreon channel. Well, guess what? Lamar was angry because people kept promoting it in his chat room. Well, Lamar promotes these clones and the activities of these clones, and he makes shows about these clones and their activities that they do. So by proxy, even though Lamar may not be individually the clone in each individual chat, he is capitalizing off of it by making shows about it, like Attack of the Clones and this clones and that clone and everything else clone. So to say that Joy is wrong about that, it's just you being totally fucking up Lamar's fucking ass, because she's absolutely correct. He has two directions to take when someone is trolled by a clone. He can either say, "Oh, that's not me. I didn't do that," and totally ignore it because it's not him, or he can take that opportunity, capitalize on it, quote unquote, capitalize on it, and use it as a means to roast somebody. Now, which one seems like the path Lamar took? Because I can promise you, if this so-called clone was doing this to Tommy, and Tommy somehow just happened to snap back at this clone that he thought was Lamar, Lamar would then say, "Hey, Tommy, that wasn't me. That was a clone," and he would be more conciliatory with Tommy. But because it was like Clyde Diva and he already had animosity towards her just built up anyway, he used the whole clone thing as a means to go after her and many other people. I don't understand how you can't even understand that or even see that. So even though Lamar isn't individually, uh, may not be the individual cloner itself, like typing all that bullshit to people, he is um, promoting that and capitalizing off of that and using that. So by proxy, he might as well be the clone. It's the same thing with flagging. He'll say, "Hey, I don't flag anybody," but then he'll have flag parties and teams of people who he will tell go out and flag and say, "Hey, well, I don't flag." Well, of course not. You may not individually flag, but you get people underneath you who will do it for you if you tell them to. It's the same shit that Tommy does, dude. I don't see how you don't fucking understand that. You know, and just a message to Joy when it comes to LD Wyze. Don't take this fucking dude serious. Like I said, this dude's a fucking phony and he's a fake. And that's not an insult, LD Wyze. That's just the truth, dude. That's what you are. I mean, here's a dude that spent the entire time with Styles, telling Styles, "Leave Lamar alone. Leave Lamar alone. Uh, don't worry about him. Lamar ain't shit. Lamar's this. Lamar's that." He spent this whole time telling Lamar all this shit. I mean, telling Styles all this shit about how he needs to leave Lamar alone and how he's better than Lamar and how all that shit that LD Wyze was saying, which wasn't true. He didn't mean any of it, but he was telling Styles all this shit. Well, why would LD Wyze tell Styles to leave Lamar alone, even though right now he's with Lamar? He's in his chat. He has a wrench. He goes on a panel. He's down with all the fuckery Lamar does. If that's the case now, why is he telling Styles this? Because it was never about leave Lamar alone. It was about control. And Lamar was just a means for him, LD Wyze, to exert that control over Styles. But Styles is crazy as cat shit, so that just didn't work. You can't control him. And Styles, to his credit, realized what the hell LD Wyze was about. And was like, "Dude, get the fuck away from me. I'm not interested anymore." And LD Wyze has ever since been totally fucking insane ever since in all of his actions. So Joy, please do not take this dude fucking serious as a guy who's just being biased or unbiased and just asking questions. He's not. He's a totally RGR fucking ass licker. He's been like that ever since. I mean, because this dude's trying to tell Styles to leave Lamar alone and how Lamar ain't shit and all this other shit, but then he goes and goes to Lamar after him and Styles break up, that's some phony shit no matter how you fucking cut it. There's nothing else to cut other than the fact that that's some phony shit because he's a phony motherfucker. That's what LD Wyze is. He's a phony motherfucker who's a control freak. He's a literal control freak. There's no reason why LD Wyze should ever fucking have told Styles any of those things about Lamar. Because he didn't mean it. If he meant those things, he would not be over there. He would not be with RGR. He would not be on Lamar's panel. He wouldn't have done any of that shit. He would have just made a couple of videos to Styles, and that's it. So all that shit he was saying to Styles about Lamar and RGR and how he needs to do this and stop the fuckery, he didn't mean any of that. Obviously, through his actions, he didn't mean any of that. So why did he fucking? So why did LD Wyze fucking say all that shit to Styles? It was to control him. That's all. It was just to control him. He's a control freak. LD Wyze is a control freak. That's just what he's about. And Styles, to his credit, called him out and said, "No, man, you're not gonna fucking control me." And LD Wyze has been nuts ever fucking since. And now he's trying to fucking kiss Lamar's ass by going after Joi. Joi, like I said, don't take this fucking asshole serious. You call him out for exactly what the hell he is. This guy is an emotional homosexual basket case. That's what LD Wyze is. He is a control freak. I could promise you, this guy is fucking single, lonely, and just miserable. LD Wyze ain't shit. He's not reasonable. He's an idiot. You know how I know LD Wyze is an idiot? Because he believes Lamar's bullshit enough to make a video to you, Joi, to try to reason that bullshit. And there's no reason behind it. Lamar is literally promoting a fucking clone activities instead of just ignoring it. Everyone else ignores it. He's mentioning all these people who fucking who gets cloned. She gets cloned, he gets cloned, who gets cloned, Karen gets cloned, Mike gets cloned. Yeah, but you're the only one who makes shows to these fucking clone activities. You're the only one. No one else is making show after show after show, Attack of the Clones, this clone, that clone of all clone activities. They just assume that, okay, yeah, someone's out there cloning me. It is what it is. If someone freaks out about it, okay, that's them. Until I give them that energy, I don't care. That's the mentality most normal people would have about that situation. But again, it I said most normal people. LD Wyze is far from fucking normal. This dude's fucking insane. He spent fucking years donating and giving money to Styles, not because he believed in Styles, but only just to fucking control Styles. That's fucking sick. And then once Styles pushes him away, he then goes over to fucking the one person that is like Styles' nemesis. And he knows that. And LD Wyze was spending time in Styles' chat talking shit about Lamar. He's fucking nuts. LD Wyze is fucking nuts. He's probably the second nuttiest guy in this fucking sector behind Beasley. This dude has fucking severe fucking issues. You know. So Joi, the fact that he's trying to even come at you on some, I'm being logical bullshit, the dude's fucking insane. It's like going to an insane asylum and having a conversation with a fucking nut job. You can have a conversation with a nut job who's admitted there, but just remind yourself it is a fucking nut job that you are talking to. He might be in a different character or whatever. LD Wyze is absolutely fucking nuts. And that's not even an insult, dude. I'm trying to do this as quick as possible in terms of LD Wyze. If you hear this, you know I'm not fucking lying. Joi, I hope you get this message because when you do go in on that little bastard, do not fucking show him no fucking mercy. Show LD Wyze no fucking mercy. His record is as shitty as his personality, as his insight, as his corny ass jokes, and everything else. The dude's a fucking basket case. The fact that he was with Styles for that long period of time shows that he has mountains of shit that you can use against him. Mountains of stupidity. The dude's a fucking nut job. He didn't even fucking like Styles. I mean, that's the crazy part. You have so much material there because all the shit he was saying was just pure fucking acting. It was pure bullshit. It was a way for him to fucking control. And he'll say and do anything. That's the way he was telling Styles all this shit about Lamar. He didn't mean that shit. He was just saying it for fucking control. He's a nut job. You know, if I don't like Lamar and I'm telling someone that, and me and that person just split up, I'm not then going to fucking go run a Lamar and act like it never fucking happened. No, all the things I said would still be valid about him. It doesn't just change because of fucking me and this other person stop talking. But when you're a fucking crazy nut job who believes bullshit like LD Wyze, then you can go and make videos to Joi Kene, which makes no fucking sense, and it's total poop and it's total bullshit. And I use Lamar's logic, mind you, because I know LD Wyze is an unbiased little prick who can't just think logically. So I'm using Lamar's logic. Lamar got mad at his chat when they were promoting the fucking Patreon, and he was correct to do so. So I'm saying, hey, if Lamar's gonna get mad at his chat for promoting shit that's negative, according to him, you know, then why wouldn't you get mad at Lamar for promoting what's I suppose should be negative clones? He's promoting it. If Lamar didn't talk about the clones, no one would know about the clones. Just like if people in his chat didn't talk about the Patreon, we wouldn't know about the Patreon YouTube channels. At least I wouldn't know. I only knew because Lamar brought attention to it because someone in chat with the wrench brought it up, the name and everything. And that's using Lamar's logic. Like, well, damn, then Lamar, you are in the wrong then for promoting and not just ignoring these clone activities. Even the clone starting shit, you can ignore it because you're not giving that. If that person's cool with you, then you can just tell them it's not you and it's just squash it. If they're not cool with you, if they don't know you, then who gives a fuck? You just tell them it wasn't you. If they don't buy it, oh well. You don't need to give them the energy until you're ready to give them that energy. But that's the thing. He was always ready to give that energy to Clyde Diva and other people. The troll thing was just an excuse. The whole clone thing was just an excuse, which adds credence to what Joi is fucking saying. It's like, yeah, you know, Lamar is the clone. It's like you're trying to make it a specific, he's the actual guy typing in the fucking chat rooms. Well, no. But he's in cahoots with these motherfuckers to the point where, by proxy, yeah, he is the fucking clone. He's the fucking mastermind. He's the head honcho. Like I pointed out before, I don't see this fucking clone terrorizing fucking Tommy like this. Yeah, I don't see, even if that were the case, which it's not, I don't see Lamar making videos about that. But your video was totally unbiased, LD Wyze. And Joi, if you're hearing this, don't take that little crazy son of a bitch serious. He is an RGR ass sucker for now. For now, he is. I mean, he'll change like a fucking chameleon, just like that. I mean, Lamar, maybe he might change. I mean, Lamar did roast him before. So LD Wyze, who knows? But he believed what Lamar said. He didn't even think about it. He didn't process the shit in his mind because he's a small-minded, feeble control freak, little prick. That's what you are, LD Wyze. You try to control Styles. That didn't work. And you've been a fucking menace ever fucking since. You've been a fucking menace all over the fucking place ever since. Gonna go try to fucking fight Styles because he doesn't fucking want you. I thought you'd be doing fucking cartwheels over that shit. No more fucking payments, right? Like I said, Joi, show this little bastard no mercy. I know you're going to go in on LD Wyze the proper way because he deserves it. And anybody that's going to be thrown in the way of, or at least allow themselves to be thrown in the way for Lamar deserves to be ran over even harder. And LD Wyze, I just want to at least say, in a preliminary sense, you ain't shit, bro. You are fucking scum. And I know this is going to be like a short thing. And the more I talk, and the more I think about how stupid you are and the dumb things you've done in the sector since you've been in and how you got in the sector and the fact that no one's not going to call you out. I just hope that, you know, you finally understand how miserably disgusting you are as a fucking person, LD Wyze. You seriously are. There's nothing logical about you. If there were, you would never have made that fucking video to Joi. If there was anything logical about you, LD Wyze, you actually wouldn't even be over at fucking RGR making anything for Lamar or over there in any capacity. If there was anything logical about you. Because if there's anything logical about you, LD Wyze, you would have then logically wouldn't be a person to tell Styles a bunch of shit that you don't believe. And how do we know you don't believe it? Because when you told Styles all that shit about RGR, you were lying. How do we know you were lying? Because you're over there fucking now, dude. You see how that fucking works? No lies fucking needed. No embellishments fucking needed, bro. That's what the fuck you are. That's how you're phony. That's how you're crazy. That's that example, which is what you fucking did, I'm not making it up, is how I can call you crazy, phony, and any other fucking adjective I could think of that's disrespectful but true. Because it literally applies to you. You control freak. That's what you are. You're a control freak. Only a control freak, like a pimp, would tell, yeah, baby, you're this, you that, I give you the stars, and blah, 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 blah. You know, yeah, she ain't shit. You all that while you're trying to fuck behind and get this other one. You're a control freak. That's why you're alone in your life, LD Wyze. And I'm not even going to get into that part. I'm just going to let you know that you truly are pathetic for even making a video to Joi that makes no fucking sense. Already broke that down. You can't say she's wrong about Lamar being the clone when he's using the clone activities and bullshit by practicing. He's the only one that's fucking doing it. Yeah, everyone's getting cloned, but he's the only one that's fucking doing it. And you're trying to make it into like an IP address bullshit? No. Think a little bit bigger than that. Think a little bit more critically than that, LD. But oh, I'm sorry, you can't because you're fucking crazy. So you can't think critically, dude. Again, if you could think critically, you wouldn't be where you are right now. That's a fact. People don't want to speak on it, but I'll fucking speak on it. It's one of those things, bro. You're just way too fucking dumb, man. You're way too dumb. And you think that you're not, you think that you're clever, you think that you're smart, and you're just a fucking idiot. And I get so fucking sick and tired of these idiots who think that they're smart and then they'll absorb some bullshit and then they'll fucking just spew it out like it's fucking like some type of critical analysis or some shit. Like you're just like, hey, I'm not insulting you, Joi. I'm just, asking questions or I'm just calling it like I see it. You don't see shit. All you see is bullshit because you are bullshit because you're fucking crazy and you spew bullshit and you spew bullshit. You dumbass. Learn the shit before you fucking start talking the shit. There's nothing wise about you. There's nothing wise about what the fuck you done. Tell me, what's fucking wise about that? About anything that I fucking said. You tell me where I fucking lied. You point out one little thing that I said about you, LD Wyze, that was a fucking lie. And I'll take this down. I will apologize. And I will fucking donate. I'll put my money where my fucking mouth is. Everything I said about you is the fucking truth. And it's honestly me just honestly holding back. To be honest with you. I'm fucking holding back. You know, I'll let Joi wipe the fucking floor with you. She'll wipe the floor with you, your personality, your fucking lies, your desperation, your fucking obsession. Your clear fucking. You know what? I can't really call it an obsession. Just your clear mental fucking illness, bro.